Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 8 of F1 Manager 24. Here's Mercedes off to Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix, and look what we've got cooking here. That new underfloor that's really going to help our handling and the cornering of the car is dropping tomorrow. So what we're going to do, that's unlocking right there. We want these things on the car as quick as we can get them. So I'm going to do an emergency manufacture of 2 of them. And then once those are all set, we will throw those on as quick as we can. Actually, hang on. Go. Those 2 are made. I'll just manufacture those at the normal pace. Throw them both on the car. That's really going to help the high-speed cornering and the low-speed cornering, which is key in Monaco. Take a look at the analysis there in a little bit. Going to start looking at research for next season. Now, we do know there's major engine cooling changes coming next year. And obviously, we can put a lot of effort into there. So what we're going to do is, because I don't have any hours to really put into it, I'm just going to kind of maximize the cooling for now. Just for a start, anyway. All right, so that'll be done in 22 days. That'll cost $1 million. Okay. Floor design complete. Yep, we know. Currently making that. Also revealed in the end of the last episode, have a driver for 2025. Carlos Sainz signed with us. He will take over for Lewis Hamilton. So essentially just completing a Ferrari-Mercedes driver swap for next year. Strategy prep for Monaco, going to be a one-stopper. Let's do a quick car analysis here. Pretty sure. Still says we're 7th on the grid. Let's see. Compared to the Astons, we're still kicking their butt pretty well. Red Bull, they got us on that front. We are closing a little bit. Ferrari, they're even better. They're about on pace with medium speed cornering. McLaren, about even. So closing the gap a little bit here, but probably got a bit more work to do. Anyways, race targets. George, aim for 8th. Lewis, aim for 8th. Now off we go to Monaco. Both drivers feeling pretty happy exiting practice. I'm feeling pretty happy too. Looks like we made some progress towards the front. At least we closed the gap in terms of how much time we're losing to Verstappen. Verstappen still appears to be the class of the weekend, but might have something to at least fight the McLarens and the Ferraris depending on the track here. Well, Q1 was one and done, as Ferraris were actually fastest to clear over Sainz. But by this point, Leclerc still had never won at Monaco, so still imagining he still hasn't won it yet. Again, we were one and done there. Lewis was P8, George was P12. George had a decent amount of traffic on his lap. Lewis, a little bit of traffic as well, so not too concerned about these lap times here. Should have a better idea in Q2. Well, session suspended.
Red flag.
And McLaren stuck out somewhere over here. So bring our guys back in the pits, send them out again.
Following the action through
What happened here?
turn 5.
Piastri was right behind his teammate.
Oh, that's
Almost
where
took
they
him
hit
out.
the wall.
Was pretty confident with Lewis's lap up there in P3. About a quarter second behind Leclerc. Really fast in the signs. So again, once you get a clear track, he is pretty quick. George sending out for a second lap just in case. I think we'll be fine. Notably faster than both Red Bulls. I think that's just because he got caught in traffic. That's just how Monaco is. George not improving. Verstappen is improving. He actually goes purple sector 2. Definitely was a traffic thing there. Verstappen goes to the top of the chart. Signs of life there, at least for George. Takes a little bit of time out. 6/10 behind. Eliminated there is going to be Albon. Piastri with his crash. Sargent probably not going to bump in. Yeah, he stays P14. Doubt Ricardo or Bottas are going to improve either. Let's check out jumps George. Sending our guys out for their second flyer rather early, just so we get the clear track. Leclerc currently over Verstappen, Norris, Lewis in P4, George in P6. Pretty happy with how things are going here. Checo jumped by the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso. You have this McLaren in front of George. That's fantastic.
Yeah, we saw that.
Probably not going to improve there. Yeah, he's being held up a little bit. That was a bit dangerous looking. Well, neither guy really improving right now. I got Verstappen ahead. Don't know if anybody's really improving on their lap times right now. Right now, not improving in either sector. Speed things up a little bit, shall we? George improves his lap a little bit, but can return to the paddock. Lewis probably not going to improve here either. Checo's improving. Oh, no improvement there.
Okay, so currently
Can
P4.
speed this up a little bit.
Okay, so we're happy with that lap.
Only driver really improving right now is Sergio Perez.
Pull the car and we'll box.
Understood.
And Sonoda. And Verstappen not improving. Leclerc not improving. Norris improving. Sector 2. I think he really closed there. Sonoda stays P9. Stroll stays P10. That should be it. Let's see. Things up a bit further. Yeah, that should be it. So, pretty decent starting spots here. Lewis should be starting P4. George P6.
Well, a little bit of light rain expected in the schedule here at Monaco. Expecting to start on the intermediates, and it's not really going to dry out till the very end. So I guess we're going to aim for pushing on these for a while. We don't even necessarily have to be aggressive on the tires. If we could stretch that out, that'd be perfect. Gotta make sure you don't push terribly hard to the point where we're going off the track anyways. But yeah, looks like we are all ready to go here. Push on that from the get-go, push on that from the get-go. Off we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. Lewis starting P4, George starting P6.
For one of the most exciting races in the world. This
Leclerc
is the
trying to get Monaco
Grand
done
Prix.
here from pole.
And it's
Trying to fend
lights
off a
out,
Verstappen
and
win, down and
we
away.
go.
See if we get Lewis aggressive and get him to the front here as Sainz going to make a pass. Everyone's expected on the intermediates. Only 2 millimeters of rain on the track. If that dries up, we're going to have to definitely watch for the temperatures here. Looks like Charles able to successfully defend Verstappen. Retains the lead.
Feedback on track condition.
Track's still slowly drying up. It's one lap in the books. Charles has fastest lap. Lewis hanging on P5. George in P6. Trying to fend off Alonso, or at least get him out of the DRS range. That's looking manageable right now. As Verstappen only 3/4 of a second behind Leclerc at the moment. A little bit of a gap back to Lando. Sainz trying to get him. I feel this track's not the best proving grounds venue for the new side pods or new underfloor. Yeah, I'm at least encouraged that we're still kind of right there at least. Our tires getting a little hot. Let's just go standard.
So as much tyre calling as you can manage, please. Yeah, Roger.
Once we get on the front straight, probably dial back the ERS deployment. Okay. Well, good news for us. A few laps ahead on lap 5. Able to stretch it out over Alonso with George. About 1.8 seconds clear of him, as he's still trying to hold off Perez. George 2 seconds off of Lewis, who's about 2.8 off of Sainz. Up front, Leclerc has fastest lap, leading over Verstappen. Again, Verstappen had a good qualifying effort this time around, and we know how hard Monaco is to pass. So, maybe a bit more suggestive that Ferrari does have pace now.
Front didn't really bite at one.
Well, I guess we're okay.
Let's follow the drivers then
Tire
through
temps are
turn
all right.
16. Oh, and they need to be watching those track limits. That
So
won't
just
do the
cut
floor
the
of the
curb there?
car any
That's
good
fine.
at all.
Oh well, this condition does seem to be fine still. Just keep pressing on as track continues to dry ever so slightly. Which hell matters for us. Lap 10, Sergio Perez, mechanical fault. Just like last week or last time out. It's 2.5 off of Alonso, who's 1.7 off of us. We're making inroads on Carlos there for a little bit with Lewis. As up front, Leclerc now up to about 2 seconds over Verstappen. Air condition wise, everything's looking about in line right now. Let's be mindful because it's still drying ever so slightly. We could keep the condition up and not have to switch to a second set of intermediates. That'd be okay right when it dries out the end. Hopefully it dries out even earlier. Well, Verstappen just took back past his lap here in lap 15. And slowly closing on Charles, so Hometown Hero might be under threat here. Alonso's falling back off George, 4.5 behind, still trying to fend off Perez. As Lewis fallen to 4 seconds. Carlos, actually, we could probably afford to push on these tires again, as down to
Happy to pick up
1
pace
millimeter
now.
rain on the track.
Flat out.
Still isn't enough, even once it gets under a millimeter. With that current forecast, still not enough to actually formally switch over just yet. It's the saving grace for Charles here is there's only one DRS zone, so should be able to hold him off as he's actually stretching that lead out again.
He should be fine. Interesting news up ahead here in lap 26. Carlos Sainz now has a fault. So we're going to push a little bit with both our guys. Watch the tires a little bit. But 6 seconds up to Carlos from Lewis here. Not sure if we'll be able to get up there, but see what we could do is we're currently fighting through lap traffic. Our tires looking pretty well compared to everyone else's. Just keep pressing on. Track taking a bit more water right now, up to 1.3 millimeters. I just want to watch the tire wear. Just stretch these out as long as we can. Well, that's been interesting. Track drying out right now, lap 29.
DRS has been enabled.
Oh, that's really interesting. I don't think anyone's going to make the move here. It's going to be at about this level of rain through the rest of the race. That's a new one. Competitor showing blue flag. Was not getting out of the way. Okay, there he goes. Track kind of drying out in a hurry. I don't know.
Let's not burn these tires up.
Probably should invest in the weather center a bit more, but I'm just going to kind of keep carrying on right now.
Into this tire management.
Copy.
Guys had checked up front there. Leclerc now leading Verstappen by 3 seconds. Looking like he might finally be able to get the job done as home track. Also, Ferrari's starting to look quite strong. Back down those tires.
On the rears if you can.
Keep pressing on. Well, I guess it didn't last for very long. He did end up getting DRS for Verstappen. Denying Charles here in Monaco as Carlos's mechanical fault gets a little bit worse up there. I think Charles got held up by lap traffic a little bit. Allowed Verstappen to get ahead, but you can feel the virtual heartbreak. Speaking of which, back to standard there.
Push.
As track taking water again. Keep carrying on. Verstappen turned through his tires a little bit. I think why he caught up in a hurry. But maybe we'll push a little bit with Lewis here.
Lewis, so it's hammer time.
This looks like Checo did get around Alonso, 9 seconds behind us still. As I guess he took care of his mechanical fault. But 9 seconds behind George still.
Now.
Ooh, yellow flag. Logan Sargent crashes turn 7. Fino Watson giggle. Ooh, he just got in the wall. Was that right in front of Leclerc? Oh, boy. Was it? Oh, he held him up. Oh, wait, no. No, that was Carlos. But Verstappen now out of DRS range over Charles, so that's probably over now. Lewis, meanwhile, I think we got Sargent right ahead of us. Oh, good Lord. Yes, we do. Please get out of the way. Please. Okay. All right, 3.5 behind Carlos now. Approaching the halfway point of the race. Still kind of just keeping the tires in check. Sargent to the pits.
We'll drop back to normal pace now.
And again, his car's been all sorts of jacked up. Going on you. Might be his mechanical faults in danger zone. I guess that's what that is. Maybe we'll see our first actual mechanical retirement in today's race. Another yellow flag somewhere on track. This time. And Joe Guan Yu crashes to turn 18. And missing half his front wing, it looks like. It's kind of visually glitching. Probably going to be best to just retire that car. Hey, got our first mechanical retirement. Joe Guan Yu. Here in round 8, finally. As I don't know why it's showing George. I'm a big fan of those arriving in the series this year. First mechanical retirement. Sauber's Joe Guan Yu. Other cars are kind of a little jacked up right now. Carlos Sainz is only a second and a half ahead of Lewis. We are tracking him down still.
And we're just going to need to introduce a little bit of lift and coast.
Got
Understood.
Bottas also having issues. Piastri just had an issue as well. He's
Lift and coast.
full 12 seconds. Yeah, about 12 seconds out of the point still. He's looking up. First of the relative front runners coming in, Sergio Perez, who switched onto a new set of mediums, or not mediums, a new set of intermediates. And we're trying to go as long as we can. Avoid making another stop here. Ricardo also in, switching to another set of mediums. Why do I keep saying mediums? Intermediates. Ugh. Things going well up in my brain today. Speaking of things going well, here's Lewis.
And we can drop the lift and coast for now. We'll make it up later.
Within DRS range, Lando now coming into the pits. New intermediates going on there. Hey, I said it right. He's being held.
Let's just start
That's kind of
to close
weird.
that gap slowly.
You're right there. DRS, can we actually make the pass on track? Let's get around Lando for now.
For you.
George doesn't get him in time.
Copy.
Windows officially open. There goes Lewis. Very good. Got the hard way on track. Up to P3 for now. Someone else crashed on track, looks like.
Nice work, Lewis.
It was Sainz. Oh, he scraped the wall. I thought that looked a little weird. Oink. Oink. All right, so 23 seconds up ahead to Leclerc. Trying to get Lewis. Got a car stopped on track. No, that's not accurate.
There'll be debris.
As Verstappen now coming into the
Just
pits.
think about the management. You can just increase it just a fraction.
So I think they're sticking to the whole two-stop plan. Because basically our default strategy was coming right at the halfway point. I think they're all sticking with that. When I see the track's gonna dry out eventually.
George, we still need to increase the level of lift and coast. Copy.
As we're out of DRS range, that's very good. And about to get to the back of Carlos.
Charge that pack.
Pressing on for now.
And just need
Lap 44, Lando on the new tires, does get Carlos. Carlos just kind of just falling backwards right now. I actually think we can push with George here as Carlos now coming into the pits.
Let's go flat out. Copy.
Lewis has Lando behind him by a second, just about. Track is still continuing to dry out.
let us know about track condition.
Carlos going to intermediates. Track change to dry. I think we are going to get another burst of rain, though, so not going to bring him in yet. Should close the gap
And think
at
about that
least
lifting coast.
of having us cut out this second stop to the intermediates. George's just going to have attack on the tires right now, get him forward.
Overtaking
Try to
is
increase
available.
this gap over Sainz as best as we can. Hey, for a little bit, run for a podium with Lewis, so it's pretty neat. Another yellow flag, sector 2, trying to see who it is
Now
this
that
time.
incident
Piastri
looks to
crashed
involve
turn
Oscar
7.
Piastri.
That's
Let's
probably
take a
going to do it for
closer
him and his
Now, there's the
quest to get
car
back
of
with the
Piastri.
points. Yep, smack the ball
The
right
car
there.
makes contact, but no matter the severity.
He was all the way back anyway, as the track dried out a little bit. Starting to pick up water yet again. Back to damp conditions with 33 to go. I think Leclerc might be in the same strategy as us. 14 seconds ahead of Verstappen, going to stay out, hope for that dry window. His tires getting pretty chewed up, though. The SG's got a puncture. Another thing that's new to this year's title. Left rear is shredded. And McLaren's going to be falling by the wayside. Well, lap 53, I guess he couldn't wait any longer. McLaren now coming into the pits, and he is going to go to the intermediates. Verstappen going to inherit the lead here. That probably threw away his win. I still think we're still going to stay out here. Obviously, it's working. Pushed with Lewis a little bit. Actually got him out of DRS range. From Lando. Hopefully that keeps working out for us. Clear now just ahead. Yeah, Haas playing buffer for us.
Leclerc ahead. Gap 1.1. Yeah, don't sweat it.
Carlos now 9 seconds, or 21 seconds behind George.
Increase in lift and coast.
Yep.
Piastri's mechanical fault getting even worse.
Do we need to keep the
Oh, it's only
coast
15
up a
seconds.
bit
Okay,
more
that just
now?
kind of got jumbled up a little bit. Go back to standard.
Just keep on top of the management.
Just keep hanging on for now. Just waiting for it to dry. That's probably not going to happen until around lap. Okay, well, the forecast actually changed a little bit. Not until lap 70. You know what? I'm going to keep going anyway. Lap 57, Lando finally gets a move done outside the DRS range. So probably
Just do
goes
best you
the
can.
chance of the podium right
George
there
can't
with
be behind.
22 to go. Not a great defense, though. We're going to take him out of contention for the top two, I imagine. But this allows us to kind of just focus on our own race right now. Carlos still 12.5 behind George. His car is still dealing with mechanical gremlins. Just waiting for the dry patch still. The front, the way everything shook out. Claire's tires are fresher, but he's still 13 seconds behind Verstappen. Oh, George, what'd you do? Maybe this isn't as bad. Oh, he just scraped the wall. Oh, that's fine.
What the?
What are you talking about? You ran into it on your own.
And not much that the team can do about that one.
Yeah, well, at least it was a trailing driver. Taking a look. Major front wing damage. Do I want to bring him in? Yeah, I guess we're not really going to have a choice in the matter.
And if we can just do a little bit more.
Okay. Well, next... Actually, shoot. Can we bring him right now? No, we can't. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, George, unfortunately... We have a choice in the matter here. Throw on fresh intermediates. Probably going to have to run on those even if it does dry out. Still gambling on the dry patch with Lewis, though.
Yes, Fox.
But kind of a shame it had to come to that for George. All right, George now coming into the pit. So we'll lose
Will be
P5 to
slippery.
Sainz, but should be clear of Alonso still. Front wing. Then you went on. There you go. 8.6 seconds. So be it.
We'll have traffic on exit.
Pretty sure we'll be clear of the Aston Martin. He's approaching now. Move on. Okay, we got past. Or did we? No, we did. And there's Perez. Good job, George.
P8. So Perez next car. Gap ahead, 0.6.
Good
Got
job.
Tsunoda, car behind.
15 to go. Might be getting lucky here. Track drying out now. Only 0.65 millimeters on track. I think that's Piastri in front of us. Yeah, it is. He's just throwing up sparks all over the place. Oh, George's tire temps are excessively high
And
right
if
now.
You can just cool the tyres as much as you can.
Trying to avoid another accident.
Coming.
I see at 100 Celsius. Lord.
Car ahead now, Perez.
Yeah, I think we're about at that point
10.8.
where tires are going to cross over. Oh yeah, everything's heating up right now.
So we've got
Might be
10
about that
degrees
time
in
for us to switch over. I think you need to give it an extra lap though, just to make sure. Because right now that's stuck at about 2/3 of a millimeter. I think that switch is coming very soon though. And Bottas out of the race, so both Saubers have had mechanical retirements. As George right behind Alonso, gonna see if we can get a move here. With our damaged suspension, he's taking a look around the left side. Yeah, that's P7. Tires are still very, very hot right now, but got the job done.
Starting to see signs of some overheating.
Moderate overheating, it says. Moderate. Look how red that is. Track actually starting to take more water once again. Trying to hang on for dear life, at least for Lewis. Got 21.5 seconds back to Carlos, so it should be pretty safe. Keep holding out here. Go flag, time to go. Look at Sargent again. All right, turn 4. And Alpine going past him. I think he just ended up just kind of getting up, smearing the wall again.
I'm such an idiot.
Well, you said it. Not me. Oh, how could he do it again? Oh, no. Anyways, 10 laps to go. Actually, 9 laps to go. I don't think the rain's going to taper off here. As Verstappen gets fastest lap again, still have signs 20 seconds behind us. Here's the thing. You technically don't have to pit.
And we can drop the lift and coast.
At least to my understanding, you don't have to pit here. So, might be very well on for P4. No matter what, even if the track doesn't dry out, see it's going to happen in 4 minutes. I don't think anyone's really going to switch over at that point. We could. Sargent has damage. No kidding. Got George within a second of
Understood.
Checo right now. Actually, if we can get up there a little bit, I think we can get within DRS range because that is active right now.
Okay.
Problem is I don't want him totally binning the car here.
Okay, so let's
Attacking us hard.
down now.
We're there, at least. DRS is active. Down within range.
0.5. We think you can
Ooh, he
manage
might
more.
make a move here. Trying to go a little light. Ooh, come on. Get through there. Let's go.
Introduce a bit more
Let's go.
management.
P6. Excellent job.
So happy to drop a little bit of management. Let's give it everything now.
That's push. Use the ERS. Get away. Build that up over a second. As Lando now has the fastest lap. Away from him. Get away from him. Get away from him. Get away from him. One more push ERS. Out to the chicane right here. Should do it. There you go.
And
Good move.
introduce
Up to
more management.
P6.
Yeah, copy.
Another yellow flag. Safety car deployed.
Safety car, safety car.
Okay, guess what? Track's gonna dry out. At least I'm gonna gamble it's gonna dry out.
The battery pack up. Delta positive.
Gonna bring. Just missed it with George.
Fine.
Snowden and Alonso are out. Okay. What on earth happened? Ooh, was the run down the chicane? I think it was Snowda. Tried it. Went on through. Took them both out. Eek. That's a potential points challenger out of the way. I'm debating.
So as much tire cooling as you can manage,
Okay,
please.
so right now we got Lewis scheduled to come in. I think it's going to dry out here.
Let's just work on getting that
Anyone
back
else
up.
coming to the pits?
Yep.
This is gonna be a gamble. You know what? This could very well work out, though.
We've had a big crash here, so just look for debris.
Now, let's see here.
Understood.
I genuinely think this is going to work out here. So Snow's going to have a time penalty. That's probably enforced for the next race. 2.5, good pit stop there. Out ahead of Carlos.
So currently P4.
There's a pace car.
Got a Norris car ahead.
Right.
Snell car behind. 7 laps remaining. P4.
That George's still out there right now. All right. Sun's popping out.
6.5. 7 racing laps.
This might work. You know what, I'm going with this
6
gamble
laps.
for both guys, actually. So, George, you're going to come in for soft tires as well. Checo's probably going to temporarily jump us. We'll put this way, we're going to have to wait another lap under a safety car to have cars unlap themselves, at which point we should have full sun hitting the track. This, I think this is really going to play out in our favor here. As they're on intermediates, they're getting
Pack's
warned.
looking
I think we're going to sneak a win here. This could be the most insane thing I've ever done in F1 Manager. I genuinely think this just might work out here.
7.
Okay, actually, 3 to go. Lap car is not allowed to overtake, which makes me wonder. Safety car going to be coming in right here. Now, here's the thing. Got Verstappen obviously leading the way. Leclerc's right. Actually, Leclerc's got a couple lap cars in between them. Lando right behind him. We got a couple cars in between us and Norris. So this might not work out completely. I thought the lap cars would be able to overtake, but they're probably going to keep them in line right here. Track's completely dry. They are on the intermediates. We got both of our guys on soft tires. I still think this is going to work out heavily in our favor. Overtake aggression. Gonna go high with both of them. It's not coming in right here. Gonna be 2 to go. Perhaps we're gonna have a 1 lap shootout. I hope they don't keep us like back here like all the time. That's what happened. Okay, that's odd. Got around Perez. That's very odd. Huh. What a dud. They're not bringing it in? What a dud of a finish. 1 to go.
Okay, copy. Just try and keep as much temp as possible.
They kept us under yellow for all that time. We could have had a shot here with the soft tires. That's ridiculous. Well, what's weird is I don't know what's going on with the order right now. They just let us buy Lando for some bizarre reason.
So Leclerc the car ahead.
I don't understand that. Maybe, maybe they'll let us buy some of these guys too. I don't know. That's really peculiar. I don't know why he let us buy Sergio with George and why he let us buy Lando with Lewis here, but and now let us buy Charles? What? Is it gonna let us buy Max? Is it gonna let us buy Max? Are you kidding me? Like, are they going wide because their tires can't handle it, or like? Safety car ending. Oh my gosh.
Let's close up.
Are we going? The stupidest thing's about to happen, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Safety car's over. Here we go. We're going back. Verstappen's got an issue.
Coming.
What? What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Get in there, Lewis, man.
What the hell just happened?
Mega job, guys.
How do we?
This is an amazing result for everybody.
So you'll be coming into the pit lane.
I'm. What?
Not a quick race to sum up. Not
What?
least for George Russell.
Okay, that was odd. Yeah, Lewis wins the Monaco Grand Prix over Verstappen, Leclerc, Lando in P4, Carlos P5, George P6. Rest of the top 10: Perez, Ricardo, Stroll, Albon. Then the rest of the rest: Piastri, Ocon, Sargent, Gasly, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, retiring Alonso, Sonoda, Zhou Guanyu, and Bottas. Fast lap went to Lando. Drivers standings: Lewis still stuck in P7, but 22 clear George. Up front, about 78 or 70-point lead for Verstappen over Norris. Leclerc and Perez get around Piastri. Constructors: Ferrari jumps McLaren. We get 33 points. We're still 100 behind McLaren and Ferrari. What? Fans and pit stops. We're second and third. What? Okay, that's built, but what? Huh? I don't. Okay, I know I need front wings. Suspension. I'm gonna need one of those. Let's do two of those. And okay, that's built. And all that junk. Car 1, missing suspension. Chuck that on there. And yeah, we're off to Canada in 2 weeks. I think I'm gonna go sit down and figure out what the hell just happened. But I'm pretty sure we just won a race. How very odd. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I imagine it's just going to get even more goofy from here. And thanks for watching. What?